Hey class, last week we finished our web quest about how Native Americans adapt to their environment. This week we're going to find out how we adapt to our environment today, or modify it for that matter. First, let's talk about our food. We have invented something called greenhouses, which allow us to grow our food year-round. In which case we can buy corn or tomatoes in the grocery store whenever we need. Also, we've adapted to what we eat depending on what season it is. When it's hot, you have more snow cones, ice cream, lemonade, cold tea. But when it's cold, we don't drink that stuff, not nearly as much. We drink more hot cocoa, we eat more soups and chilies and stews. Now, we've learned about in biology how our body does different things in different environments. When it's hot, we sweat or perspire, and that evaporates, cooling off our body. When it's cold, we get goosebumps and our hair stands up. This is an attempt of our body to warm itself up. Now, we also change our clothing in different environments. When it's hot, we wear shorts, sleeveless shirts more often. We wear flip-flops or sandals. When it's sunny, we wear sunscreen. When it's cold, we wear jackets, earmuffs, gloves. You might even wear some extra socks. Now, let's talk about our shelters for a minute, or what we live in our homes. We do more than just adapted these. We have modified our environment within our homes. First, we have air conditioning, which is really, really cool. We use it when it's hot to make the air inside of our homes cold. This is different from any other kind of adaptation in the world, because when apes or any other animal get hot, they breathe harder, they make a fan with a leaf. We actually change the temperature of the air inside of our house. We have heaters for when it gets too cold. We do the same thing, but reverse. We heat up the air in our house. We have plumbing, so we don't all have to go to the local river to go bathe. We have water pumped to us. We don't have to go anywhere. These are all how we modify our environment. Now, our houses will also change from location to location. If you live near a coastal area, you're going to have houses that are adapted to that area in case it's a hurricane or more flooding. Your houses are going to be up on stilts, which are just pillars of wood to keep it off the ground or raise it up off the ground a little bit. You're also going to have things like window barricades to keep your window glass from coming in during a storm. If you live, let's say, in Oklahoma or northern Texas, you're going to have a storm shelter. You're going to have a tornado shelter, somewhere where you can go in case of a tornado or a heavy storm. Let's talk about our future adaptations, because not only are we using adaptations and modifying our environment today, but we have new ways that we're going to be doing it tomorrow. We're already using solar panels and wind turbines and E85 gas. You can expect to see more of these and more efficient versions of these to make cleaner energy in the future. We also have eco-friendly cars that run off of electricity. We have nuclear fusion power plants and all sorts of other things. But also, did you know that we're coming up with new fuels for cars, new ways of making energy? Because the resources we're having right now are depleting. And if we don't do something fast, we're not going to have them. Or we're going to be stuck having nothing because we didn't do anything. All right, class. Now, last week we finished up our web quest about how the Native Americans adapted to their environment. This week we're going to talk about more about how we have adapted and modified our environment to suit our needs. In this, you learned about how our food, our clothing, our shelter, and our body have changed to help us survive and thrive in our new environments. So tomorrow we're going to have a surprise experiment on adaptations in society. And we're also going to talk about your next assignment in future adaptations.